I'm Greg with Rhinotech. We're going to be looking at stretching screens. So we have a little hand stretcher. This happens to be an 18-inch. We do make them in larger sizes. It's called the RSP 100, and then whatever the designated length was going to be. So you have your locking strip and your locking bar. First thing you're going to want to do is take your screen, put it down onto a smooth, flat surface. I'm doing 110 mesh. I'm going to be using RhinoBond toughened 100, which is about a medium grade, maybe a little bit thinner, and our RBP 1500A, which is our activator. What that's going to do, once it hits the adhesive, it accelerates its drying. It'll dry in 10 to 20 seconds. This is also available in quarts and gallons, so you can put it into your own pump spray if you want. I just find this one really convenient to use. So, the first thing I'm going to do is take my mesh and glue it down on one side. So once I have that glued, I want to clamp down this side, not to hold the mesh, but to hold the whole frame onto the table. So when I'm using this, it doesn't come flipping up. So I take my hand stretcher, line it up on this side, draw back over the mesh with my locking bar, insert it, rock it back for that snap, and now when I pull down against it, you can see that I'm getting tension on this surface. So from here, I'm going to hold that in place. I'm going to take my glue, a little more tension, and we're going to glue that down. So I put a little bead down, I take my spreader, spread it down the surface, trying to make sure that, of course, that I don't get it into the image area. If it gets a little bit on the inside of the frame, that's not a problem. You're not obviously printing right up to the frame anyways. Get it on there. There we go. Missed a spot. And I'm going to the inside corner approximately. I'm going to take my aerosol activator and give it a little spray. And as I said, that's going to take somewhere between 10 and 15 seconds. Okay, so at this point, I've now stretched in one direction. I'm going to leave this clamp on over here. I'm going to take this one. Of course, you can just use a C-clamp as well. And I'm going to clamp it on. Because now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do the same thing. And just repeat it all the way around until you're done. So we get tension on it. Take my glue. Get myself a nice little bead. And spread it. I like to make sure that I'm covering the entire surface of the frame, even though if you only put it down the middle, it would hold, believe me. You also want to make sure of one other thing, and that is that you don't glue yourself to the frame and or to the table, because it can set up pretty fast. There we go. Spray it. Wait a few seconds. We take this, take off our clamps. We're going to rotate this around to the other side. And we're going to do the last side of our screen. Put my clamps back on. And you can tell I'm not clamping down too hard on these frames. I don't want to dent them or anything like that. Because you don't need it, you just want to keep it from flipping on you. Okay, I take that, draw back, lock it in, get that snap, and now I draw it down. So from this point, we've gotten all four sides. We have good tension on our screen, so this can be used when you want to re-stretch your screens. It can be used if you have virgin screens. It'll work on 110 mesh, 200 mesh, 305 mesh. Again, you might want to use a little bit thinner product if you're going to go to the real high mesh, but on the very coarse mesh, we recommend a thicker viscosity so it doesn't run all over on you. At this point, cut out the excess mesh around the outside and you're ready to roll. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll know where to find us. Thanks.